Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Troy's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. No huddle here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Wicks. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Judowski. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Trojans send out the punt unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So the James Madison Dukes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now on the option. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
With the catch, it's Stokes.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Up-tempo for the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get there.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Wicks. Release to the back. Finds his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Rose. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense. He'll keep it himself. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on them. Find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become?
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We'll bring up 4th down. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans in the hurry up. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Trojans are marching down the field. Defense in press coverage. On the run, it's Judowski. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Troy. Number 1. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the Dukes will keep this drive going.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. The Dukes want to move quickly. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Dukes will punt this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Handoff to the lone back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Got it behind the line. It's Vaughn. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Getting some heat. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they broke the lead.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and that That's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Brings up second down.
Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays that's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dukes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Might as well stick with him. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Wicks. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The incompletion on first down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rhodes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
The timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Rides to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has a 2nd down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air, it's Wicks. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through to the
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
On that last 3rd down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling the pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Grab behind the line. It's McMillan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch here. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, James Madison. And that one will give him the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to run for it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Wicks. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Still on his feet. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
What a tough situation in the game. You know you need points. A field goal's not going to do it. You'd like this offense to be aggressive. He didn't feel comfortable, threw the ball away. Big 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the option. He'll toss it. Across the 25, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Has the 45 on his way. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wide out in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Trojans get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Trojans! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Goes to the option. And now the pitch.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's going to run it. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the timing just a hair off.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the air. It's Wicks. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Judowski. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. You want to talk about building confidence?
Hitting the like thumbs up.
With clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.